So, wrapping this up, what was your guys' favorite things about Fanime? Or what was your favorite thing about conventions in general? I mean, there's tons. And, I mean, like, I got to go to, like, this cool, like, Dark Horse manga panel, which was, like, fun. Kind of just, like, looking at the history of Dark Horse manga. Like, if you didn't know, awesome. Dark Horse puts out manga. They have been for a long time, so that's pretty cool. And one that I actually missed was Magikarp: A History. So I was sad we hadn't leave.
I didn't even know there was a panel for that.
Yeah, there's so many cool panels. So I think even though I love panels and like all the work that goes into them, I think my favorite thing is probably Artist Alley.
Yeah,
just because you get to see a lot of appreciation for people, you know, caring for shows and games and all sorts of media in like a different personal way, and then you can kind of take a little bit of it home with you. There's also some like original works too. So yeah,
right.
I would say Artist Alley and the Dealer's Room were the favorites just because I was like, I get stuff to buy and it's awesome stuff. But also just the general camaraderie. Like, people were so happy when you wanted to stop and take pictures with them, because they were so excited. They went through all this trouble to get all dressed up. And so when people were like, can I take a picture? Like, they would light up, you know, and there was this friendly, like, people would shout at each other, oh, I know who that is. You know, that's a character from like Bloodborne. That's a character from Sailor Moon. That's a character from Kill la Kill. And there was just this general happiness and camaraderie, you know.
Yeah,
I just love that.
I think one of my favorite interactions was between two Doctor Who doctors. It was like 9 and 10, and they're just like, "Oh, Doctor, I like what you've done with your hair. Oh, thank you, Doctor." You know, just like very silly. It's just like these guys probably didn't even know each other. Just like walked up to each other, and like just started talking, and then just went along their way. And I was just like, "This is the best."
That's adorable. They've made Insta friends. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. I was gonna say, when you, because I know you're gonna be going to Anime Expo this year, right?
We're working on it.
Prepare yourself for the dealer's hall there.
Oh, is that going to be good stuff?
You may actually want to take that in a couple sessions. If I remember right. It's. I mean, that's a bigger convention, so.
Yeah, Anime Expo is like the biggest in the U.S., right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah, it's one of, if not the. So it'll be my first time actually going, because it was in Anaheim for years, and I could never get down there. Like, I never had an excuse to get down there, and now I'm like, I have an excuse to go. So
see, I grew up there, and I never went because
it was right there. I'll go next year.
I didn't have anyone to go with.
You don't need to. I mean, they have just so many panels, and like I said, the Artist Alley there and Dealer Hall, like. You know, actually, sometimes it's actually nicer to go by yourself, because then you can just kind of like zoom through like the way you want to.
Make your own way.
Yeah.
But I mean, kind of on that note, I agree with Megan. Like, I think my favorite part, besides I really love Artist Alley, because that's just, I lost all my money at Artist Alley.
It's so good.
My favorite part is definitely being around other people who love the same things you do and having it be like a joyful experience. Like, my favorite memory from last year's Fanime was we all walked into like the game room kind of after panels had shut down for the day, and the cha-cha slide was playing. And we walked in, and everybody who walked in stopped at the same time and started dancing to the cha-cha slide.
Flash dance!
And it was amazing. And we were like, this is the nerdiest, dorkiest thing that's ever happened, and it's great. And I love that. And like, I could sit in one place. Like, I was waiting for my friend who was in Artist Alley, and I had my 3DS out, and I would clear my street passes and immediately get 10 more. And
oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
Yeah, street passes for days. And that's the kind of thing where I'm like, yeah, I'm around the kind of people who make me happy, and the kind of people I can talk to, and the kind of people you can make instant friends with. And that's my favorite thing about cons, I think.
Yay.
Yay. Yay, anime. Yay, friends. I know, I didn't actually answer the question yet.
Oh, sorry.
I'm jumping on the same bandwagon, I think. I have always really loved just how much energy there is at anime conventions in general. Like, like seeing people like scream at each other from across the hall because they see a costume that they recognize, and they're super excited.
That was me. I was just like,
yeah.
Kiriwins, that's
Like, pushing people out of the way so you can get a picture.
I feel like when you're at an anime convention, for the most part, you see the best of the community of like, just not even just of anime, but anything where it's like a little bit more niche, right? Like, it's more mainstream now, but like video games, right? Like, same thing with that, where it's like the best of the community, where everyone's just very open and welcoming and just happy to be there celebrating what you all love the most. I was at the ball this year, and it was just so nice because I was there with people who like anime, who like video games, who like dancing, because they were there. And then we had a moment where there was all those three things combined, and then we had someone announce that they had just gotten engaged that day. Right? Yeah. Right? So like we do like a little dance for them, and it was just so nice. Like it's like that, like it's like the ultra concentration of love, right? Everything right there in that moment. So it's fun.
That's pretty hard to top.
Yeah, it makes me so happy.
That was the first for us.
I'm like, love.
So, if you guys have been to a lot of cons, let us know what your favorite thing is. Want to know? I mean, obviously, we've kind of poured our hearts out almost literally.